Are we ready for another exciting episode of Rotgrind?
I'm ready for today's episode.
It's so good to see everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Rotgrind. It's so lovely to see you here. Hey, nice feet. It's so good to see everyone. Hope you all have
We're canceling session. We're canceling.
Mission failed. We'll get him next
Get out
time.
of here.
my head.
You stay away from those. You think you get them for free just because you let me work here? Fuck you.
Start skittering around.
I'm gonna go peel my skin off. Good.
It's so good to see everybody. Hope everyone's been happy and healthy. And also, thank you, everybody, for your love and support over at patreon.com/narrative declaration. It really does help. So thank you all so much for supporting us there. We had a whole bunch of new people come in and come say hello. And we hope you've been enjoying your stay here. But of course, a stay that I always enjoy because all these lovely people here, because it's our players. Starting off with Odoroshi.
Hi, hello. It's me. I'm Odo. I am playing, as always, Vina, the Sylph Swashbuckler. And I'm excited about those buffs, Thurston. You got me thinking about it. You can't tease me like that. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I picked strawberries this morning. They were delicious. I sunk ankle deep in mud, but I got strawberries out of it.
Strawberries.
Strawberry.
Of course, next up we have our resident. I try to.
We have our resident
I try to get the joke. I don't know what the fuck the people in Destiny are called.
guardian.
It's our weekly completer. Okay.
Look, I hate myself because I play this game.
This game is Destiny.
Every time I see on Steam, Hulky's playing Destiny 2, I just shake my head like, good old Stockholm syndrome.
True.
It ain't much, but it's honest work, Zoran. I can tell you that much.
It's honest work.
Hello, I'm HulkyKrow. That's me. I'm a funny, stupid voice monkey on the internet. Today I'm playing the Kenrasu Cleric Rehua, and I'm terminally addicted to this game. It's good. Trust me. Just one hit. It's all it takes. It's just you gotta play. The DLCs are all free right now. You can play right now. It's great. It's great. Play it. Trust me. Trust me.
And of course, one who always brings me joy with an explosive entrance, it's Earndil.
Hello, I am Earndil, and I am going to explode. Ah! No, I won't do that. That would be bad. And yes, I'm playing the human alchemist Baldric Weathers, and I'm going to be here, and I'm going to cause havoc, but not in the way you expect, because it won't be. Well, there will be havoc, but you'll have to see. Yep.
I just unlocked this DLC. It's Speaker D.
Greetings, my friends. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And in the future, I will be playing Tannhauser, the android Magus revolutionary. But remember, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
And of course, it's the one that will decay us all. It's Thurston Hillman.
You didn't see anything, chat. Hi, it's me.
I saw what you did.
It's me. 49 episodes in. I got nothing else to say, but I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to see where this goes. Let's do it.
Look, yeah.
Okay, you guys do my thing.
And jumping straight through the burning ring of fire, it's our resident circus bear, Zoran the player.
and I'll be your host for this evening. I'm ZoranTheBear. I will be playing as Oran the Strix Druid. And just for a reminder of our audio listeners, we're all still level 9. We haven't leveled up yet.
Once you hit 10, that's the halfway point.
Yeah.
Once we hit 10, that's the end of the game.
Yeah. Once you hit level 10, it a lot of things unlock.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like the rest of the game. That's when the title drop happens. Just like Cyberpunk, when it only happens when you get shot in the fucking head and the title drops.
I need to play through that again.
5 hours, and it's much better now.
Nier Automata does that too.
We've had a short exchange so far with some of the Cyberpunk guys or whatever. So Maybe,
Oh, yeah, I saw
don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if chat wants us to do a one shot of that or something. I think that would be very fun.
Did you tell them that Shadowrun's better?
It's like,
Boo, boo.
that'd be really fucked up.
Yeah,
tell
no
them
kidding.
that.
I sure got a signed copy of Cyberpunk Red from Mike Pondsmith at Gen Con last year.
Hey, that's
and that
that's
was
really
one of the
cool.
fucking coolest moments of my life.
Listen,
so.
that's
lovely.
really cool, and I don't begrudge you that. I will, however, willingly go up to Mike Pondsmith and say, "Hey, it's really great to meet you. You created a really cool setting. Shadowrun's better."
Wow.
No,
That would be the
Wow.
rudest shit.
You
Yeah, no kidding.
I would hide my face and leave.
No kidding.
Jesus Christ.
leave him to the mob.
I have never heard someone be more wrong.
I agree. Let's kill
I
it.
would say take a fucking hero point away from Baldric, but he's already at 0. So
Yeah,
my work
because I've
here
been
is
using
done.
them.
Can I put
I
you
had
in
to use them
negative?
last time. We blew
Give
our rolls.
Thurston a ruin point.
There we go.
I can't put you in
Thank
negative.
No. Here's the thing. If you could give me Cyberpunk's rules and put them in Shadowrun, we'd have the best thing ever. But Shadowrun setting is better.
That's not true at all.
I
very much.
disagree. I disagree.
Strong
No.
disagree, but we can move on from this because we have a
No,
section
we're going to
today.
argue about
No,
this.
we're not
now.
going to argue about it for 3 hours.
Earndil, you can go in the back seat. The GM is running the story for once. We're moving on.
Yeah, just
Excuse
let
me,
us
mister.
know.
You and I both know I'm in the shotgun seat.
Here, just let us know if you like us to do one shots like that and stuff, so we can play different games. It's not Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Like
I really want to run the Alien RPG. Really want to run the
we
Alien
want to do other
RPG.
stuff, but we gotta get the art assets, all the other stuff, and get time for it. So if you really want us to do other stuff, just let us know in the comments. Like right now we're streaming right now. We see everybody's stuff for +1s. Thanks, chat. That's
true.
for all that, but also let us know like YouTube comments. Whatever podcast thing you're listening to. I'm so fucking unknowledgeable of podcast stuff because there's like a billion different platforms, and I'm like, like I go through it all, and I've had so many people sit down with me, be like, "Here's all the podcasts." I'm like, God. but of course, with that, Thurston,
Yes.
what exciting adventure do you have for us today?
All right, chat. Players, let's all buckle up. Today's session begins where all important epic tales begin. In a rainy swamp,
Oh boy.
We couldn't get away from it, guys.
where a
Make it
lone individual wanders through. Wandering on a mission to deliver something to a location, and that person is Earndil. Would you describe your secondary character to everybody?
Yes, trudging through the swamps on her peg leg, using her glaive as a support staff. Not like she needs it, but she likes it just because it's extra stability. It helps, and it means you don't gotta lean on a lump of wood where your right leg used to be. Is Victrix, Sir Victrix Corlos, and she is just traveling through the swamps on her way to a job. And she's been hired, obviously, right? So
Yeah, she's
consequently-
also getting tired. She's been walking for a long time through the swamps. Her backpack is laden with something that is a bit heavier than she's used to. It's kind of covered up.
Yeah, she's not unused to taking things long distances. She's got a lot of history as like an item runner for various people, but it's like her least favorite job to do because not a lot of fighting to be had carrying crap long distances, despite what Fallout New Vegas would have you think.
Truth. So as Sir Victrix walks through the depths and muck of the swamps of the solitude that surround the city of Outset, the first city of the world of Tyne in the setting of Rotgrind, she finds a series of stone platforms in the distance. And she knows this because she's traveled to this location before. And upon those stone platforms are several rudimentary structures, mostly like wood and twine-based buildings and huts. And she recognizes this as a Kaiu, a group of the wandering nomadic folk of the Swamps of the Solitude, who never dwell in one place for too long, but they do settle on these stone platforms. And she approaches them. And she sees that this area is left inhabited from when she was last here, in fact. Obviously, we haven't quite switched to a new season where they would have to move their buildings. How's Sir Victrix approaching this?
Well, she's walking along. Don't know if anyone else has ever tried to walk on a peg leg a long, long distance without a pack animal or anything to ride on, but it probably plays hell on your knee or what's left of it. So she's probably limping along at this point and just kind of angrily, or perhaps maybe not angrily, but more frustratedly looking around for someone to petition for a spot to sleep for the night, because she's had enough of this little trip. She's still got to keep going, but she's got to make a pit stop. It's just common sense.
Yeah, and as, you know, fatigue and exhaustion are beginning to take their initial holds, Sir Victrix sees on one of the empty stone plinths is a hooded figure playing what appears to be a rudimentary game of catch with a small child. The child drops the ball as they see Sir Victrix approaching, pointing, and the hooded figure turns and quickly pats the child on the head, ushers them off into one of the adjoining tenements, and then turns to come towards Sir Victrix. And Sir Victrix has seen this individual before. It is Tashti, one of the stone-touched folk of the Kaiu. And Tashti sort of raises a hand. They look at you. Hello?
Not interested in small talk. I want a place to sleep. Got an open spot somewhere.
I'll have to go talk to Athon about that. Can you wait here just a moment?
She just kind of jabs the blunt end of her glaive into the ground and kind of leans on it like a flagpole.
I'll be fast. And Tashti turns and runs, and shortly after comes the squat, small, round, Roshi-like frame of Athon.
Not that Roshi.
Not that Roshi. Not Speaker's Dog Roshi. Hello there. Someone's coming back. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Not here for small talk. Looking for a place to throw out my kit for the night.
Yeah. You're awful far away from anywhere.
She just kind of rolls her shoulder and shifts her stuff on her pack. Yeah, got a job to do. So I'm out here doing it.
I thought you were here for some of the old Athon magic.
Victrix glares at him through the one good eye she has through her mono goggle, peeking through her head bandages. No, not.
Oh, no. You know, I've had kids before. I actually, one of the Melvs came here.
There's this very faint, obviously not visible to him, but she's kind of carrying her mouth in that very thin, uninterested smile that someone who is figuring out how to debone a chicken would be doing. So she's just kind of standing there while he does that.
Oh, well, okay. It's you definitely do need a place to rest. I mean, the weather's awful.
Nothing different from the solitude. Nothing different usual. So
No. Have you seen the sky?
Yep. What about it?
And like he points over, and certainly Sir Victrix has shrugged this off, but the sky is this ominous dark cloud, the sort of perpetually moving storm that kind of slinks and maneuvers around the solitude, only to be stopped briefly by the yellings of rabid Konrasu. the storm is perched above this area. And it is starting to pelt down the first chunks, because calling them droplets of rain would not be an accurate statement. The first chunks of rain that are coming out of this storm.
It's a water ball.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a place for it. Can I ask what you're actually here for? I know the old Athon Ding Dong, but that's just a joke.
I'm here because I've been given a job to deliver something somewhere.
Okay, well, Bjarna's hut, it's fine. She's not here. You can go stay in there for a bit.
Perfect. Gonna do that
course.
then. Point it out.
All right, over there, and he points, and you know, our camera kind of pulls back from Sir Victrix and Athon, who's leading, and we kind of see Tashti going to take the small child, and we hear Athon's voice. Oh, you know, it's been quite a way since you were last here, and you went into the grotto. Oh, you know, the speaker's come back. Look at him, he's so rambunctious playing ball. He's gonna be great at this.
Yep, I'm sure.
Okay, well, that's the hut over there. You should get inside. It's gonna rain like I shit sometimes.
Do you ever shut the fuck up?
All right, have a good day. Bye. And turns.
As she's hobbling along, because again, her leg is like really burning at this point because she's got told, "Hey, you got to make good time on this."
Yeah.
She kind of limps to the side for a moment, and a large wrapped bundled object atop her pack kind of shimmies loose a little bit, and she quickly stops to grab it before it falls off of her pack.
Oh. And like, yeah, we kind of see this almost cylindrical 2-foot long object, but Athon pauses. Whatever, you're good. You're a hero here, and like pats you on the back and sends you off, Sir Victrix, into Bjarna's hut. And this is all happening again as our camera is panning back, and we're getting like ever further away, and the rain begins to come down, the massive plunk, 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 plunk of rain. And that takes us into the heart of the People's Duplex, where Oran, Baldric, Rehua, Vina, and the gargoyle, Duhakis, stand in the living space. So yeah, everything here is fucked, Duhakis says.
You've said that 5 times now.
I know, but it is. There's a pillar of fire outside, and the city's in chaos, and...
Yeah, we saw it.
Shit. Does this have something to do with us taking him down, or...?
I think by the scale of everything that is going on, whatever is happening out there, though it might be tangentially related to us, was set in motion before any of us got involved.
Rehua, give me a will save.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Will
Wait, no, I'm good.
Rehua...
You had a thought. Survive.
I'm not good at either of those things. Nat
Oh,
20.
never mind.
I lied, I'm good.
That 20, yeah, you got it.
39.
You feel something like hit your mind in a, not an oppressive way, but there is just like a moment where you have this clear moment of vision, and you see off into the far distance the pillar of fire, the one that you saw rising kind of in Outset's horizon, further off beyond the city of Outset towards the ruins that are known as the Smoldering City. And you see that pillar of perfect flame rising above the ruins of an ancient attempt at an ancient city. And as you see it briefly there, your absolute resolve and critical success, in fact, you have resolve as a class ability, so that means you are the most critical of successes here. You see that pillar shining perfectly above the city, molten fire spewing. It's hard to tell if it's either coming down or coming up. But what is not hard to see is when it explodes outwards, destroying the entirety of the smoldering city. and then smashing into the side of Outset, where it tears through walls, it tears through pilasters, it tears through everything. And the city is rent unto naught but ash.
Oran pokes Rehua as he's having his epiphany. Like, Rehua? Like, tap.
Rehua looks down to Oran, creaking. Rictus. We need to leave, Oran. We need to go. We have to go now!
The door opens. Tannhauser enters. Tannhauser, you have completed rallying a small subsect of the local population atop Gorgamonger's back. You've added discipline and some semblance of order to this small district throughout Outset. And you've returned to Baldric's home after doing this, knowing it's the one island of security that you have left, as even you've managed to create this slightly larger island within the city, but the sheer pandemonium gripping everything has made you come back here.
I'm glad you made it through the chaos. We've been able to ascertain the relative security of a district or two. But there is mass pandemonium. Someone has co-opted the movement.
Shit.
Do you know who has co-opted this? Anything, any information at all?
All I know is that my movement, my revolution, is not being directed at society. It's not being directed at all. Instead, it's being used as a weapon, as a tool, as a bludgeon to create as much panic, chaos, and death as possible. Maybe time yet to salvage this, but we must act quickly.
It is a perversion of anarchy, chaos, and bedlam are good. It is the foundation from which new growth starts. But this is different. Something else is guiding all of this. Like, true as you say, something has co-opted your movement, Tannhauser. Something out there what is guiding this pillar of flame that is... It's too unnatural to be natural. Someone or something is using that, and it will crash down. It will lay ruin to everything in Outset. There will be no foundation for the revolution that you are so ardently following to rebuild from. Ruin will come to Outset and its people. There will be nothing left.
That is why we must act.
Precisely. You've said you've rallied these people here. Are they willing to follow us out of the city?
Out of the city?
We cannot
Why would
stay
we go
here.
out of the city? We must stabilize it.
We cannot stay here and stabilize the city. There is nothing that will remain if we waste time making sure that order is restored. Anarchy and chaos will take its toll here, yes, but something far worse is coming if we do not address it in this moment.
What do you speak of? It had better be good. It had better be grand. Because I will not leave the patriots and revolutionaries I have stirred that have been consumed by this fervor.
There will be nothing left for them to salvage. A conflagration of unfathomable power is here. If we do not stop now, we will celebrate for but a moment that everything will be all right, that we will make the city act as it should, that everyone will get on hunky-dory, and we will watch as they turn to ash.
Speak directly to me right now, Rehua. For what you say, every ounce of my blood, oil, skin, and bone rally against. You had better tell me where this conflagration is. I need to know of what you speak, and I need to know that there is no other option before I abandon my people.
Seldom is there any clear option, Tannhauser. Life is marred by choices that we simply cannot afford to make or rationalize on. Do you think I would like to see all of these people die, to see their own world lines cut short? No! Never would I want to risk lives so wantonly. It's a delicate balance, and this is one where we have to make a hard decision. I've worked with you. I've wanted this revolution to continue, but we cannot afford. Yeah?
Guys.
Oh, there's a child here.
Was there a drunk kid in the doorway?
The hungover child burst through the doorway.
The door swings open and laden with a large, empty rucksack. Boss music! Yeah,
So,
boss health bar
I have to
appears.
try to do all the music live. For some reason,
Interrupting-
the boss music started to
interrupting-
play.
The really intense moment that Rehua and Tannhauser were having for comedy. Comedy child has arrived.
Hi, can you wait about 5 seconds? Do you have something?
We were having a thing. We were doing a thing. Who are you? What do you want?
Hi, I thought the house was abandoned. Tyrant's Guild's like gone, and shit's happening, and I need food.
House looks abandoned because these guys keep blowing my doors off. No, we're in the middle of something. Go back outside.
Yeah, everybody's rioting and stuff, and I haven't seen a single one of those Tyrant's Guild fuckers anywhere.
There's no Tyrant's Guild.
Yeah, so I figure, I could just take what I need, and then, maybe go.
Rehua storms past
somewhere.
the group, goes to Baldric's kitchen. If the door is closed, Rehua tears it off the hinges.
If you
Oh,
tear
no,
it
the
off
door's
hinges,
open.
I will
I
attack
left the
you.
door opened. Oh,
He shoves the Haggis out of the way. He goes into the kitchen. He gets a baguette. He goes back to the child. Here, take this and get as far out of the city as you can.
Okay, that was some scary shit you were talking about. Viva la revolution. Okay, goodbye.
I want to pay you this bread the fuck off. Oran will look to both of them at the punctuation of the child leaving. Oran closes the door just to make sure no more orphans come in and go it's like so we're all in agreement that it was the top hat guy that's been doing this. Everything over in the swamp, he's been summoning what's out there, and he kind of motions in the direction of the large fire pillar. It's like, so I would agree with Mr. Rehua of at least trying to go out there and find him and at least stopping it. At least like gathering all the people that you found, Mr. Tannhauser, to send them forth as if they're an army to protect their own homes. If I have this right, and Oran kind of doubts himself a little bit, trying to put all the pieces together.
Rehua, is this apocalypse you spoke of inevitable? Tell me what you know directly, clearly.
Being a circumstance of my own creation, I feel the tides of entropy ebb and flow through me. They're subtle, like changes on the wind, or more aptly, a heartbeat that courses through and underpins everything that there is. Right now, it's a sort of a quickening, a rapidity. The tides of entropy are growing far out of equilibria. It is writhing, palpitating, but almost as if it's racing towards a climax it cannot recover from. Oran is partially correct. It may be Ilort who is behind all of this. It may be static, unchangeable, but only if we choose to let it be such. The difference between possibility is action in inaction. We are the augur of fate, which changes certainty into possibility. We are the hand that must act, that must seize these roiling tides of chaos and bend them to our will. If we choose to stand here and to not rage against this conflagration, yes, death is certain. There will be no city, no outset, no people, no you, no I. But what I'm telling you and imploring you listen, Tannhauser, is that we must leave in some fashion. Whether you marshal your followers to our cause, to have them march with us and fight against whatever is out there and is controlling this pyre, or if we have them leave for their own safety, one way or another, there is something far bigger than you, I, or any of them that we must deal with now, lest that conflagration consume everything.
Tannhauser, you have warfare lore, right?
I do.
Give me a check.
I would love to.
Your
Please.
microphone went real low, by the way, speaker.
Oh,
I don't know if
no.
you did something.
Hey, that's a 33.
Yippee!
All right.
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, a 33 is
nice.
enough for you to immediately calculate the equation that Rehua has placed before you. And in that equation, you begin to realize a few key factors. One, you certainly could take the forces that you've mustered. They would live and they would die for you in the revolution. However, if you did that, it would leave this particular district extremely vulnerable. The people who are cowering in their homes, the people who, generally speaking, have tried to stay out of this. It would leave no large group to sort of fend against other large groups that might migrate in here. What you have done is you've created a pocket of stability here. You could certainly take it for your own personal benefit if you were to go out into the ruins of the smoldering city, but doing so would have an impact on this district.
Okay. So essentially, because this place is stabilized, it doesn't make sense to move my guys.
If you move your guys, they will benefit you, and you will get certainly perks for that. However, that would make your life easier, but then the
The people
average
here would
citizen
suffer,
here,
yeah.
the people would suffer. Tannhauser.
You could
Yeah.
you have like that RPG moment in the room of like,
Yeah.
ask your companions for advice, or you're like, just figure it out. We'll believe in you. You know?
I see. And we must leave this place. Dreadful. Well, the dangers that we march into are those of the rot. Recall our newest friends in our latest dungeon, how quickly they dissipate to the wind. Recall our dearest one we lost in the swamp. I would not ask an army to follow me into the rot unless we had the utmost odds of success. I cannot abandon this place.
Then do not abandon them. Guide them, lead them, save them from this wanton death that otherwise waits.
How? You say the entire city will explode in conflagration?
It will if we do not act.
I see.
These people, these who are not sponsored as we are, they may still be able to save themselves and protect those around. But the sword falls, and it is us who must bear the scar.
Oran
We have to act.
Oran will raise a hand. And you're like,
Yes.
we could ask for volunteers. If normally whenever our village would get raided, or we would have others try to come over and take what was ours, to retaliate and try to go find their place and take them out. Not everybody can go, but there's some folks who don't have a lot of holdings, or some folks who are more than happy to be able to leave anything behind. We could still tell people to stay at their homes and defend what they can, and try to tell people to work with each other, those who are staying back. But we can ask for volunteers, those who want to come out with us to help try to save everybody else, or whatever they're holding dear. So we can kind of have it both ways, but not as efficient as we want.
Yes, I think that it is important that there's some sort of bulwark, some sort of force that is trying to stabilize the remnants of this riot. So unproductive. Perhaps so. Vina. You were once a leader of men. Will you help me rally these folks? We need them to solidify the defenses here, to create a genuine, isolated district, while also spreading the word and stability, a pocket of order in this maelstrom. Can you help me accomplish this?
A look of conflict plays across Vina's face. She starts to speak. I mean, I wasn't really... I've got your back, Tanny. I've got your back.
Good.
Gonna take a long swig of my drink, set the flask down on the table, and leave it.
As you set the glass down, there is a kathunk that resounds with the booming of thunder and a vast storm cloud. As our transition quickly takes us to back out into the solitude in the swamps, the rain coming down heavily. But as that occurs, we realize the camera's pulling up, still pulling up, in fact, until we're in the sky. Odoroshirider, tell me the physical description of your former first mate as we pan up to see your airship. And I specifically have done this to put you on the spot. That's right.
You fucker. All right, yeah. Vina's former first mate. She is an elven woman, likely about Vina's same age. She has got stern features, but a mischievous quirk to her lip. There is a scarification across her face, a piece of her lip missing that gives it this perpetual impish curl. She's got long, dark, board straight hair, somehow swept up not even by the wind. She is tall and imposing, though rail thin.
And as this figure stands at the fore of Vina's ship makes its way into the apocalyptic storm that hangs above the solitude. Again, a storm that has only once been quelled momentarily by the shouts of an anarchically touched being. And as the ship makes its way in, this elven woman pats at her side something covered in cloth, a cylindrical object about 2 feet wide. And then we cut back to the people's duplex. As Vina, you have finished putting your glass down.
All right, let's do it to it.
All right. First, we rally the people. We set forth the standards.
I'm going to take a look at Duhakas.
Are you familiar at all with revolutionary law?
No, you left that to Tacit and Marlene and Crunch, and I read books that are historical.
That's good. Then you would know if historical figures were states emerged out of chaos.
Yes?
Which means that you would know at least a semblance of the steps forward that bring stability and which ones bring chaos. In short, you might just be able to become an interim leader of the Revolutionary Council.
Oh, you're gonna put me in charge.
I need your help here.
That's right. You know, the other people, they abandoned you. I never abandoned you. After you saved me from the back of that building, after Mr. Lord had me there. Huh, you're right.
I need you to study. I need you to advise. You may not be a great leader. You may not be an excellent orator. But you might have the knowledge. The knowledge to lead this movement from the riot it has become to a genuine successor state to outset.
I don't know about any of that, but I can help where I can.
Excellent. Then you shall know your role. I will place you in a position of authority over the Interim Revolutionary Council. Not total authority. I'm trusting you.
I don't want authority. I just like books.
Excellent.
I'll help where I can.
Good. Good. Everyone, outside. We must move, and quickly. We shan't spend much more time here. But words must be exchanged with the people.
And I will open the door to the people's duplex.
Okay.
And presumably, we will find a way to address our beloved populace.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna take that opportunity for Baldric, because he's not an orator, and in fact he's kind of listening to all of this with a glazed look in his eye, and he's going to be spending this time off to the side, preparing the day's alchemical weapons.
Yeah. You'll notice all of your character sheets have been restored to full. All of your casts are restored to full, so you can restore all of your things to full. That's not just me being generous, I swear.
Yay!
Yay!
Cool GM advice. If you have an impressive story moment and it doesn't make sense for people to rest 8 hours, just let them rest 8 hours.
You can fudge the numbers, guys. You are not a slave to these books. What's the book gonna do? Call the cops
You don't
on
gotta be anal about it.
Yeah, I write the books. I give you permission.
Thurston, I have a quick crunch question. It'll be very fast.
Totally. Absolutely.
For the purposes of my alchemical feats, for constructing alchemical objects, would a Vindicator's Miss count as a bomb?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm cheating. I'm giving myself 10 million of them.
Good. You can heal yourself while I kill you. It will just prolong the suffering.
Oh, this is great, actually. Hang on, that's a ton.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Having fun, chat? It's getting a bit real, chat? I only threw Odo on the spot once.
Only once.
We're gonna die.
For now.
I do enjoy that our background image that we have here does look like a duplex in a way.
Oh, I know. Like, Jamie always comes up to me and is like, I fucking hate that was one of the first pieces I gave you for art. And it's like, this has become one of the most iconic shots we've ever used in this campaign.
And it's multi-story, and we don't even use any upstairs. And so whoever the hell is living on the second and third floor is fucking terrified. Because knowing old buildings, there was no soundproofing. You can hear people fart upstairs.
Revolution. You
can do that now. I just imagine it's that much louder.
But yeah, big shout out to Tutel, who does cool art like this and many of our maps. And occasionally I will take what they do and be like, haha, I'm changing the intended purpose of this. I'm sorry. Wow. You good? So we
all head outside. We waddle up, or make sure.
I've spent every single alchemical thing that I have to create 39 bombs.
Good. All right. So at this point, you exit. Again, the state of this district is in far better state than others. There are people's patrols that are patrolling around. There's an easy courier system that has been established to allow for quick mobilization of the people of what is tentatively called the tenement district to come together.
Excellent.
Is there a crowd for us to potentially address?
With only a scant 30 minutes, you have a crowd of over 100 individuals who are able to assemble at the pulpit before Baldric's house.
Thurston,
Yes.
I'm going to say something here.
Mm-hmm.
Baldric, knowing Tannhauser at this point, has, in addition to creating his bombs, is going to come out of the back with a small wooden crate that appears to have been for Dr. Tigul's fantastic soaps, and he's going to pass it to Tannhauser. Your soapbox, my lord.
Why, thank you. I'm pleased to see you accede to this.
Don't get too used to it.
Oran
Very well.
gleefully looks at Tannhauser and he goes, "You finally got it." He's so happy for you.
But we must make sure we do not lose it. It's already in my grasp and so close to slipping away.
Certainly hope not. That box is, Dr. Tigul's went out of business years ago, so you're not getting any more of those.
Are you giving me an antique to stand on? Whatever.
I stand on the soapbox.
The masses stare in complete adoration.
Friends!
That hurt to say. I just want to say that.
I'm so happy. I'm happy that it pains you.
Character development. You're 9th level. Go for it.
Friends! Revolutionaries! Citizens of Outset! Chaos and disruption have come to our fair city. Madness runs in the streets. And yet even now, at this hour, we are free. No more will the yokel of the Tyrant's Guild shove us under boot. No more will our brothers and sisters be held as thoughtless mulch for the machines of Outset. No more will we live and die and die and live under the yoke of an oppressive master. Today, you are all reborn.
There is a incandescent cheer from the audience.
But you must be wary, my friends, for our revolution is fragile without the will, without the hope, without the blood, fury, and passion of its constituents. Too many seek to take the cause of our revolution and turn it into a weapon of mad brutes. They would replace the iron grip of the Tyrant's Guild with a hand blood red, soaked in the ichor of its brothers and neighbors. You must cast them down. The people here need your protection. Sanity must lead this revolution, or else it will dissolve into yet another forgotten myth. The odds we face today, the powers that be, the madness in the streets, it is formidable, my friends. Our foes are mighty. But so long as hope lives in your hearts, as long as power and fury and breath flow through your lungs, the world is ours! It belongs not to a governance, not to a king or an oligarch or a guild, but to the people! Hold the line! Tend to the wounded! Bring the mad back into the fold and crush the counter-revolutionary! The future is yours! If only we can hold on to it! You are the vanguard! You are the guardians! And we are the revolution!
Tannhauser? Mm-hmm. Give yourself 2 hero points.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone else for being in proximity to Tannhauser, give yourself 1 hero point.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Ah,
thank you.
epic.
very good speech.
Got my
Thank you
point.
so much.
I would shout and cry and yell, but the last time I tried to do that, it was in a pirate voice and I blanked out my mic. But suffice it to say, you can look at all of the chats that we have right now for the absolute mania that is going on in response to this as people begin taking up their roles and their positions, and you feel like Tannhauser, you can absolutely step away from this situation and know it is in good hands, and that is a not GM promise. By that I mean I am telling you that this district will be a-okay if you need to depart for big hero things.
But only if
As-
you roll a diplomacy.
Not at all. Not
Imagine
with a
rolling
fucking
after all that
speech
shit and it's
like
a 1.
that.
It's like, we don't knock you.
Speaker,
Speaker D, give me a flat D20 check just for hashtag reasons.
I think
Probably a
Speaker has
DM.
earned a proficiency in diplomacy for
I-
that one.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
We are still a comedy show. Speaker D, roll the D20.
Excellent. Let's get in that one. Yeah, a 6.
They start killing you.
Six is the
It all
number of
falls
the
apart,
revolution.
and everyone begins killing each other. And
Speaker, 6 is the number of the revolution.
True.
With the speech that you gave Speaker D, a 6 is still a critical success. So yes,
Oh,
keep all of
thank
those
you.
benefits. Bleh.
Yeah, Vina will offer a hand to Tanny to step off the soapbox and give him an elbow. See? You are the leader of the people. You got it in you.
I'm pleased to hear that. So long I admit I've even privately held my doubts. But perhaps we can do this.
Dahakis behind you. So are you gonna go deal with that fucking pillar of flame now, or what?
Yeah, that's the big idea.
That's
Okay,
probably
just
next on the
making sure. At this point, is the party going to be making its way towards the nearby ruins of the smoldering city?
Nowhere
I
to go
think
but up.
so. Before we
All right.
do, I will put just a hand on Vina's shoulder.
When we return, the revolution may be of my design. But if it weren't for all of you, really, it wouldn't get off the ground. Vina, you have always been foremost in believing in me. When we return, many of these people, they will need an organization, a charismatic presence to lead them forward. I can stoke the flame. I would be honored if you would aid me on the Revolutionary Council as my right hand.
Vina's going to take just a long moment. You know? I like the sound of that. Will do, Captain.
Please. I have no need for that title. In time, the people will regard you as greater than anything you would have thought you could be. I see it in you. We've all seen it in you.
Thank you.
But for now, there is a pillar of flame. I'm tired of screaming. At least for a little bit.
You're tired of screaming. Who are you and what have you done with Tannhauser?
Well,
Let's get inside.
I have a bit more left in me, let's say.
All right, and we'll move on along.
Oran is carrying a sack of things as we're all heading up. To start making our way, going like, "Hey, before we head in, we might want to grab some of this stuff." And he undoes the people's stash. We got health potions and shit we might want to bring in.
Oh,
Also,
fuck yeah.
there's been like a
Yep.
weapon potency and armor potency too in there. Like,
Yeah, where's Crunch?
like, you know.
Hey,
You might wanna-
chat. Hey, chat. I know it's early. Let's take our break here.
Oh my god, that's not a good sign.
Really, that's I'm scared.
That's horrifying.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
We'll see
It'll
you
be
in a
fine.
minute. We're back. We got all equipped. Oran's like kind of handing all the stuff out from the bag and stuff like, here you go, Mr. Tannhauser. Bloop, bloop. You know, and just getting everybody all
Just
sorted
fucking things at
and
people.
everything. Gets Gorgamonger all saddled up. He found some moderate health potions.
Excellent. Now
That'd
get
be
ready,
fine.
everyone. Let's go.
And then Tannhauser turns into sports car.
Turbo Teen.
Tannhauser, more than meets the eye. He's been the chainsaw car the entire time.
I posted in the general chat.
What are you posting?
But there's
Yeah.
I think we are heading out.
Exiting the city of Outset together, traveling through the gates, which are no longer guarded based on the calamity that occurs within the city, you abandon the revolutionary site. Tannhauser probably taking one moment to look back, knowing that he's making the correct choice, but still a hard one, as you travel off back briefly into the lands of the Solitude, towards the location known as the Smoldering City. The city that was once erected outside the ordained borders of Outset. The city that's construction resulted in a calamity that sundered continents and created the swamplands and broke Outset off from the rest of the Predominant continent. It's luckily not far away, only a day and a half's journey, during which you all manage to find solace and shelter using the essence of Squelchfoot to summon forth a cabin with which to spend one night before you reach the borders of the Smoldering City. And inside that cabin, summoned forth by Rehua through the essence of Squelchfoot, some cool stuff happened, and I don't know, maybe we'll do a special episode on that someday. But
Maybe.
you carry on and eventually reach the borders of the Smoldering City. Stone edifices that rise up, half assembled in some cases simply just shells without anything in the interior. Small flames lick the area, embers dwell in the sky. The path that you take, do any of you have a survival, please?
I do.
have survival.
Please give
Gotta
me
get
a
a plus
survival
40.
check, yeah. Anyone who has it, yeah.
Okay.
Owen rolled and got a 15 on the die for a total of 34.
Nice.
Oh, I have survival actually. I guess it makes sense. I am a desert.
But can you survive?
Rehua
It's
rolled
an
13 for a
18.
total of 17.
Rolled a 5 for 17.
Okay. Out of all of you, Oran is the one who notices something. The path goes off of the primary trails that leave Outset, and you find yourself following a small stream. This small waterway weaves and turns and seemingly defies gravity in some cases to take you towards the edge of the city. And at some point, Oran, you realize that simply following the stream is the best way to get you to your intended destination. And you reach it, the border of the city. And at the peripheral edge of the Smoldering City, you find a mound of several dozen corpses. In front of them, some 5 feet away, stands a small, pointed-eared man with a distinctive top hat who stares out at you. Why, hello there. I'd hoped she would not come to this place, so I will please ask you to return from whence you came.
Thurston, I'm going to use one of my frost bombs and throw it at him right away.
Absolutely.
All right, give me 1 second. Can I target Mr. Alort?
Nope, you can just give me a roll.
Okay, fine.
Negotiations have failed.
There's no negotiation.
Negotiations were short.
I
There
do
were never
enjoy the
negotiations.
line of like, why did you come here? You should go back from whence you came. Like, hey man, you're burning our fucking house down. You kind of brought us
Thurston,
here.
Thurston, what was the line that he gave us? One more time, just say it back to me.
Essentially said like, you should not have come here. You should go back now.
17 for a 34.
Give me critical damage, please.
Same to you. Piss off. That'll be 12 direct damage.
As you have
6.
As you have seen before in the past, your bomb impacts, explodes, but fills the ashen simulacrum that is Mr. Alort. The interior starting to fill up with freezing cold, almost beginning to dissipate. You can tell the persistent damage will only allow the simulacrum to stay corporeal for a short amount of time, but as you throw the bomb, Alort's eyes narrow. Gave you space. He turns and then looks straight into Oran. I told you where your dragon was. I did all of the things right. I was polite and genteel.
To what end? You think that just gives you the right to start whatever the fuck you're doing?
And burn everyone's homes down?
I'm gonna cock back the gun and fire at the simulacra.
Yeah, give me an attack roll, please.
I will. I will.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Now I'm scared.
We have had enough. We have had enough of Mr. Alort.
We've had enough.
Wait, you do yours.
There you go.
It's a 20.
A 20 will hit.
Yeah, because it's just an ash thing. It has no AC.
Well, basic damage. 10.
You smash into the side of Alort's face, which blasts back, and again, ashen, ice-strewn flecks as it solidifies, and he continues speaking. What am I doing? You do not understand. I am being polite. I am giving you the opportunity to go home to be with your loved ones in your final moments before you are cleansed with flame.
Oh, be quiet.
I'm not rationalizing with a terrorist about semantics and offers and false bargains. Die! And I'm gonna anarchic barrage him.
We only
please.
anticipate cool terrorists. Like
What, do you
Tammy
want to
and
attack
Baldric.
Mr. Alort as well? Welcome, little man.
30.
30 is good. Roll damage, and then you can describe the particular type of, like, chaotic tides of mutable matter that go and impact the ashen simulacrum.
All right, we roll the damage.
Absolutely.
I'm still here. I just have to
18,
pet
nice.
Woody because he bumbled in here and he demands being pet now.
Oh.
Good.
It'll
Woody.
be 18 damage, and as opposed to the usual mess of whatever that comes out of Rehua, this seems a bit more orderly. More like chunks of the smoldering city. A lot more vitriolic than his streams usually are. There's hate behind this.
Yeah. It smashes into him as the chunks begin to dissolve. And like until there's only like almost a like bisected version of the face that's barely tangible, and the body has gone into crystalline mist. The mouth that is only half formed based off the distribution of the strikes on it mouths speech that still comes through. The others do not care for the plight of men. They do not care for the plight of people. But he will care. Uncle Blaze will care. The others hide in their holes, and we'll see Uncle Blaze. And then, as he says that, the smashing of the bricks destroys him.
Just
and
to
all that
make
is left is a body, a mound of corpses behind.
Just to make sure the simulacrum is gone, as like the bits of ashes phase away, I'm just gonna quickly cast Electric Arc and just try to fry them completely. And then as they fall down in like smoldering bits, Tannhauser is just going to say,
"Yeah." So that's a reflex save.
That is
absolutely. Oh, that's brutal. I roll a natural 1 on the action simulacrum, so as it begins to dissipate, your electricity charges and begins to char the remaining bits in the air, and you just hear this slight, this voice that tries to come through in your mind, Tannhauser. Oh yeah, gosh. And you just hear this. And then if you wish, come into my city. And it dissipates entirely as even the flecks on the air are dissolved.
You are the old world, and the future has no time for reactionaries. Onwards!
The future is now, old man.
You, Malcolm, in the middle.
Baldric, having gone to college, hears Tannhauser say the world has no place for reactionaries.
Oran charges forward with Gorgamonger and the rest of the party.
Well, you'd have to navigate around the mound of corpses.
Oran flies over. He's like, come on, guys.
I roll to blow up the corpses.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay. No. So, like... It is a mound of what appear to be mismatched corpses. They aren't like, troops or anything. They appear to be like a mishmash of almost noble and civilian attire, with like stashes of like ruined and burned weapons at their bases.
Well then, seems they've been busy.
Does anyone have medicine?
Yeah, I do.
I do.
Yeah, give me a check if you got it.
Oran got an 18 for a total of 34.
I got a 9 for 23.
I got a 14 for a total of 29.
Ooh, okay. All of you have enough to note. The corpses here are humanoid corpses of various different ancestries, very common in outset. The attire is very outset related. As you look at them, all of you can tell almost simultaneously they've been burned. Like they have all undergone excruciating fire that has burned them to a crisp. The fact that they're all together like this and have fallen in the way they have almost seems to indicate that they fought on despite being on fire. However, with our good friend Oran's critical success, you know one thing that is very, very disorienting about them. All of the bodies here, their eyes were burned out before they died, long before they died.
Oran takes note of this. Not much to comment on for it, and he helps everyone get over the mounds.
I want everyone to think of one or 2 minutes of that. Well, not even minutes, but just eyes.
He's like, come on, guys.
And if you want to, you can give me a wisdom check.
I would love to give you a wisdom check.
What's
Same.
my wisdom? It's not good. I'll let y'all do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let y'all do it. How do I make a wisdom save? It's actually, or a wisdom check.
If you go into your character sheet, you should be able to click. Just roll a d20 and add the appropriate modifier if you have it. I thought you used to be able to do that, but
Not anymore. I'll give you a 16.
I got a 15.
Hulky rolled a small number, rolled a 2.
Small number. I'm going to spend a hero point to reroll that.
Please, Rehua.
Okay.
What he is now sitting placidly.
Okay.
Well, fuck me.
Oh.
Truly, I am the most wise.
It is Baldric who is the most wise here. Baldric,
Yeah.
the last time you saw anything like this, and you've seen it twice before in your adventuring careers, you remember the nobles at Derg Sanrin House with their glowing eyes. And you remember the notes in the perfectite cube from the ancient soldiers of the prince discussing glowing, burning eyes. That is what your mind remembers of this.
I think we've seen something similar to this already. Back in the Derg Sanrin House. You guys remember this. You have to at this point. A lot of the nobles had glowing eyes. And then back at the siege tower, the notes.
And you all remember this now, like as it is brought up to you. You remember seeing all of the nobles, their eyes burned out and instead replaced with brilliant, incandescent white light.
So that means that he was there. Or perhaps it implies something else. Process that it occurred in the past.
Regardless, it's not looking good for anything. Thurston, would it be possible for me to attempt to put together the relevance of this using a skill check of some kind? Like a historical one, perhaps.
What skills do you have on the offering here?
I have engineering, outset, law, and warfare.
Outset. Law? Warfare. Give me warfare.
Okay. Any penalties?
Nope. Straight.
Go. Nat 20.
Oh,
Very
my
nice.
man. All right.
Whoa.
All right, Thurston, explain it to us
readjust
exactly
my
what the
headset.
relevance of this is.
Yeah, you do. And lo, when the prince came with his armies, coming across from Prodoma, taking the seas around the continent to the small lip that is the outset jut, so to speak. He came with his armies and he besieged the city to take it as his own. And as the prince did so, he was beset by armies whose eyes shone with the light of beneficence.
Oh, hell. Thurston, would it be safe to assume that this is the result of people being possessed by the beneficence?
This would be very similar to what you saw in Derek Sanrin House, but historically was associated with the legions of an entity known as the Shining Beneficite, who once ruled the city of Outset, and right before the prince basically arrived with his, Roman-esque legions, as you saw in the Perfectite Cube, was the ruler of Outset for an indeterminate period, several centuries at least. The prince ousted the Shining Beneficite, casting him down.
So it would be safe to assume then, based on context clues, and it would be nice if you could tell me, that we're looking at a resurgence of this.
It is. It matches the historical records, absolutely. And things you have read yourself.
Yep, I'm just making sure that we've got it for everyone to understand it. I don't make an ass of myself and make an assertion that is not correct.
Nope, your assertion is correct here, 100%.
Looks like we're having a resurgence of the minions of the Beneficite.
That instinctively instinctively, Rehua, makes you recoil. Because that is another opposing fundamental power. Altruism, pure, unadulterated altruism and goodness.
It's either making a play at taking back Outset, or it wants to burn it down because it's a petty piece of shit. I don't know.
The Beneficite. That is different from the entity that Shining Martinet worshipped.
Not
Or is
too
it the
different.
same?
It was a force of the beneficence. Seldom do you encounter a greater evil in this world than one who feels that their actions are moral and just for the goodness of others, that they act on their behalf, convinced of their own self-righteousness. Not even the malice can achieve such cruelty as those who follow the Beneficite. Beneficence.
I've had it up to here with these cults.
Well, you chose to come to Outset.
Once we're done with it, we should make things much more secular.
You know, Baldric, you made a critical success on a warfare lore check. So, the other thing to note here from this, because it's a warfare situation, whatever these eyeless people were, they were moving towards the city, likely in opposition to it.
So they're not. I'm assuming you mean they're moving towards the burning city, not the
Correct.
Outset.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wanted to clarify. I'm like,
Yeah, no,
they
for
moved
sure,
to
for sure.
Outset. Oh,
They
God!
they were moving in towards the smoldering city, and then they got burned out here.
Wait. They're. Baldric crouches down for a second and then looks at how they're laying and how the direction they were going. And he eyes the direction and looks directly towards the burning city. These
Oh
guys
yeah,
are
and you
moving-
can see the street path that leads in with ash and embers in the air.
They're moving towards the burning city. They're not here for Outset. They're here for that.
Well, that likely is one of the ways in which they defend their own property. We'll have to watch out for that.
That means we've got a common enemy at least. Should make things a little bit easier if we come across them. If this wasn't the last of them.
Right.
Can't afford to make enemies right now. We've got to keep moving. Come on.
Agreed.
And with that, you begin to head in towards the smoldering city.
Yep.
All right. So you make your way in towards the smoldering city. We cut to somewhere else. Somewhere subterranean. The only glow here, lambent glow, from clusters of green crystals. Green crystals that seemingly have no purpose other than glowing. At least to the uninitiated.
What about the initiated?
Well, you know, the initiated might learn their secrets at some point.
Oh,
It is Tiberium, correct.
no!
As we enter this subterranean realm, a tent is set up here. One amongst many, but we zoom into that tent. And sitting in the tent is a single individual. A woman who looks as though she has traveled through the camping section at Walmart 8 times and purchased 3 of everything. Her outfit giving her a almost marshmallow-like appearance based off of the sheer amount of equipment she bears on her, even in this tent. The ground shakes. She looks up in consternation as she does. The entrance to the tent flops open as a hand opens it, and in there is a horrific face, a face that has torn its flesh pulled back, and were it not for the hood that obfuscates it, this individual would be particularly grim. The zombified woman stares in at Dita Neeson.
Hello. I came here.
And Dita Neeson, the woman in all of the survival equipment, stares up. Oh, hello. Do you know what's going on? It started shaking and everything's so bad. The expedition has gone so wrong, and the ones who were sent from the guilds, they've gone off on their own, and I don't know what's going on. The woman, whose face is torn away, looks at the marshmallow woman.
Nothing we can do. We must hunker down and wait. We must wait to see what happens.
And Dita Neeson nods. Okay, come in. I have some games we can play. Cards?
I like cards.
And then we cut into the smoldering city itself, the streets of it, as you walk through. And as you walk through the burning building streets, the ashes drifting in the air, you find yourselves. The walls themselves are licked in flame, but the flame does no damage. Instead, as you walk and make a turn around a corner, there is another simulacrum of Mr. Alort, though this time he is entirely gray, constituted from naught but the ash in the air.
Sid, you should leave.
Don't you give up.
I want you to go. You should go now. You should not be here. She sent you, and you should not be here. And yet, we are.
All right, so a couple things as you start walking forward, Tannhauser, you see down the alley to the south, the burning and the embers in the air leading down. I am going to get all of you to roll initiative.
Why'd you roll a whole bunch of dice there, Mia?
Hashtag reasons.
Why'd you do that for?
Uh-oh. Are you telling me that people in the boss arena mean us harm?
I'm gonna roll my initiative as stealth. Is that cool? Because I'm out of sight.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, go!
Once everyone's done with their
35.
initiative, just to let audio listeners know, Baldric rolled a 35, Vina rolled a 29, Oran rolled a 27, Rehua rolled a 20, and Tannhauser rolled a...
Got a 28, but I'll just apply it manually.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna click the initiative thing in the sheet. They're like right by the perception, so it always confuses people.
Well, the first person who gets to go here is Baldric.
Baldric is already sneaking up to the corner of the, at least what I hope is the corner of the alleyway. I don't know where. I think Tannhauser is blocking me a little bit.
I'll
Damn it. Am I able to peer around the corner from where I'm sitting?
Not quite. You're just at the corner. You're not able to look fully around yet.
Crap, because that's my 20 move range. Okay. As he comes up to the edge of the corner without being able to look past it, can I ask Tannhauser what he sees as a free action?
Yeah, of course.
What's around this corner? What am I looking? What are you looking at?
I see nothing yet. Flames, perhaps. I'm sure our true enemies have yet to reveal themselves.
Right. Is there anything that can be wrenched down to form cover at all?
You're at the edge of a building, so you can just use the take cover action to get cover.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to take cover at this corner here.
Absolutely.
And with that, he's going to sit and wait. You guys should get into an ambush position. Don't let him get the drop on us.
Gotcha.
And that'll be my turn. I can't use my other action for anything in particular. I'm not going to waste anything by throwing at it a lure because that's silly.
Okay. Cool. Feel free to end your turn. And Vina, you're up. I gotcha.
Okie dokie. So, taking Baldric's advice, Vina is going to... I'm going to vault sickly over Gorgamonger. I'm going to do a sick vault.
Where?
Where?
In order to
Where?
I'll roll acrobatics for that.
Sure.
There we go. Natural 20. We take those.
You did 2 flips.
Yeah, Vina's just going to, like, take a running leap, jump off of Gorgamonger, and then slide down the wall, somehow silently, to stay next to Baldric, and is going to kind of get in an ambush position with him. And in fact, I'm gonna... Well, no, getting closer to a lord would be a bad idea. So I'm gonna stay there.
Let's see. Okay. As you do so, Tannhauser and then Baldric, you see something come down the alleyway to the south. You've seen this figure before, but not quite like this. It is one of the many types of people who belong to the group known as the Children of the Blaze, but the name has never taken on quite a meaning like this, as they are literally ablaze, as their bodies have been replaced with fire, and this individual comes down the alleyway, clutching with arms that seem to have weapons, but at the same time don't look like they're actually holding the weapons. Like the weapons are there floating, and they're trying to clutch their eyes, and there's a
Discord destroyed you.
now help me. Tannhauser, you're up.
I thought you people were a street gang, not a cult. This is why you need praxis.
I'm going to with my completely serious real character named Tannhauser.
Oh my god.
I am seeing the writing on the walls here. I'm going to cast Resist Energy.
Ooh, that's a good spell.
At 4th level.
Ooh,
I'm going to choose
a very good level.
Cold damage. No, I'm choosing fire damage.
Very good.
And I'm going to target myself, and I'm also going to target our other frontline, Vina. And so we are both going to get resistance 10 for fire.
You might need to step to do that because you have to touch them.
Oh, I do? Okay, well then I'll
you can step and cast it. Yeah. I like the idea that you see this thing stumbling out of the alleys, like, and you just like awkwardly shuffle back and touch it.
Yeah, they high five.
Right. Yeah, this is gonna suck.
Yep.
And I'll do that, and I guess that makes it out of actions. Damn, yep. I wanted to Arcane Cascade. That's okay.
We got another turn for that.
Yeah. You have a narrative declaration if you want to narratively declare you Arcane Cascade as a badass move.
Yeah, sure. I'll narratively declare I do that.
Hell yeah.
So I'll get my Laughing Shadow stuff up.
Thurston never lets them do anything.
Yeah, never.
Never.
Thank you very much, Thurston Hellman of Call GM, also known as
Thurston Hellman's mayonnaise.
I'm gonna walk up to here, and then I'm gonna throw fire from the next one that wanders down the alley, another one of these individuals, and sees Baldric, and then they raise their fist, which creates a mote of fire, and they hurl it at Baldric.
Hang on, I want to actually inquire. Am I not stealthed?
Yes, but they come up, they do see you, but they fail to hit you. So.
Oh, okay, good. I'm still invisible then. Excellent.
Yeah. Oran, you're up. Oran, you see your allies have sort of like advanced around the corner. Tannhauser step back. The sort of shadowy, ashen simulacrum of a lord is at the end of the hall, but various combusted men are starting to appear down the alley and are throwing fire.
Oran steps up in front of Rehua, targets the guy in front of him and the other one down the street.
Yeah.
He goes, Krakatoa! And electric arcs both of them.
Absolutely.
They both need to make me a DC 27 reflex save.
Perfect. First one is a success by 1, and the second one is a success by 1.
All right, they'll both take half of 5d4 plus 4 damage of half of 13. And that is the end of Oran's turn as he tells Gorgamunger to step back because he's made of wood.
Where? All right, Rehua. Oh, actually, sorry. Wait, you already ended that, so it's going to be this guy. Another one comes racing down the alley. Rehua, your go.
Rehua is going to move up in front of Oran.
Hi, Rehua.
Hi, Oran. Wait, this attitude is not appropriate right now. Sorry, we'll do this bit later.
Okay.
Rehua is gonna target the Ashen Simulacrum.
Ooh, okay.
And hit him with a Anarchic Barrage.
Absolutely.
I don't know why I keep clicking cast. I want to do the roll. That's a nat 20.
Whoa! You're gonna smash this alert. Just smash this alert with your anarchic materials.
Roll the damage.
I'll do the damage.
Critical. It's gonna be doubled.
Critical.
Critical.
For 13 damage, doubled to 26.
The simulacrum is almost entirely destroyed. Instead, there's like some wisps of air remaining there.
It's just like smoldering boots that are more smoldering
and like
than
the
normal.
head, but like the head is like maybe like a quarter of the mouth and like an eye.
Damn, you really don't go down that easy. I guess that should be expected for somebody who's barely a ghost.
And the Ashen Simulacrum goes, and it like begins to stare out, its eyes slightly reforming, and mostly just the face. The old powers, they do nothing, but Uncle Blaze will do something. The others hide in their hidey holes, but he will come. He wanders this world. He will come and he will set things right with the depravity that is going on in that city. All right. Then I've got a combusted that's gonna run down the alley towards. Then I've got let's see here. Got another combusted that's gonna run down the alley towards. And spoiler alert for my last move.
Is it running down the alleyway towards?
Towards, as you start seeing countless individuals running, screaming, shouting, "Help me!" Their bodies ablaze as they run. Some of them are just like, "I didn't want this. I didn't want this." Vina, or sorry, Baldric.
Baldric first.
Yes,
Sorry,
Baldric.
Woody came in and attacked my hand. Had to mute.
Oh, you're good.
Oh.
He's funny. He's in crack mode. Yes, but much like being in crack mode, there's a lot of people coming to attack us.
Yes.
And I note that there is a person right here.
Correct.
I'm going to target that person, and I'm going to throw ice at them.
Absolutely.
Frost Vial,
Go.
go! Ah, it's a miss. So I rolled a 4.
Hey, you got a hero point.
I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm not taking
Yeah.
that. You don't get to do that. Critical hit, 20.
Whoa! That'll do. That'll do. Roll damage.
All right. Critical, go. That's 20 direct frost damage and an additional 6 splash on that one and the guy next to him.
So the first one takes 30 points of damage because they have weakness to it, and then the splash will take 14 points of damage because they have weakness 10 to fire. As you can see, their bodies freezing up almost immediately.
They are also now under the effect of Frost Vial Moderate, which is that they now take a minus 10 foot status penalty to speeds until the end of their next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I'm going to move over here, so I can't be hit by them, presumably.
So throw, move.
And then I'm going to continue to slow down as best I can. I'm going to target that one next to Illort.
Sure.
And I'm going to throw another Frost Vial
Boot up.
at a map -5. That'll just hit, which is fine.
That will just hit. Roll me Jean DiMaggio, please.
Go, Frost. 12. Plus
Sweet.
the
So that
plus
will
the
be
6, but yes.
22 damage to that one, and then the simulacrum dissipates entirely.
Thank God he shut up. I'm going to destroy him. And he is also frosty.
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 And with that, there's nothing else I can do. End my turn.
Reader. All right. So I'm going to. These two look like they're probably pretty fucked up by that big hit. Oh wait, what are you rolling? What are you?
Keep
Hey!
going. Keep going.
Hey, what are you doing?
Keep going.
Wait.
Wait, no. Yeah, seeing that these guys in front are untouched, I'll leave these two to my AoE friends. I'm going to run here.
Straight down the alley, through the fire and the ashes.
Correct. Just
For
kind of
audio listeners.
emerging from the flames.
Yep.
And I'm going to strike this guy right here with my rapier.
Absolutely. I just want to point out this might be one of the best maps we've had in a long time for audio listeners.
Sick looking map.
It is a
In fact, since it won't matter as much.
Yeah, if you
'Cause
want
I
to
think
show,
you're
if it's
seeing-
buildings,
yeah.
you put the terrain wall. If you want
That one doesn't quite work here. Let me see if this works though.
Yeah, if there's interiors, yeah.
There you
like-
go. Have a great, big, beautiful map.
Whoa.
That's to tell everyone. Look at that.
Very
And if you're one of our patrons, you're gonna get this map. So, mwah.
okie dokie. Striking this flame.
Yeah.
That's a 29 for you.
Okay. So question: you were just moving up and doing that?
Yes,
Were you wanting to get any kind of panache?
I've already got it.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay.
Indeed.
Hey, already started.
Touche.
Two flips, you critted.
She
And
critted the
exactly.
flip.
I did a
That's
double
true.
backflip.
All right, give me Jean DiMaggio, please.
That's not bad. That'll be 27 points of damage.
You know what the fun part is? You have a cold weapon.
I do have a cold
So
weapon.
it's actually 37 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeesh.
All right, and then
As you begin to strike it, your blow causing it to stagger back, and its eyes match with you, and you see this individual, and they stare at you, Vina. They stare, and as they stare in you, they look and they say, "I didn't want this. I thought I was gonna make a few coins."
Sorry, bud. Someone's got to put you out of your misery. And how bad does he look? Maybe like one tap away from death, or
Looks pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Then I won't bother fishing for the finisher again. I'm just gonna hit him with a map -5.
Sure. Gonna hit.
26. All right. Bit less damage, but that'll be 13.
He's still up, but he's like recoiled back a bit from your next thrust. Please.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Next up will be a new simulacrum that manifests in the alley, standing like just south of you, Baldric, as though you destroyed the first one and a new one appeared. I don't understand why she picked you. You people are nothing. You people don't even understand what's going on. I need you to stop. And then one of the combusted rushes out from the alley and does a triple move all the way over to you, Vina. And then one of the ones that has been like busted up by the frost bomb and is now taking a movement penalty is going to slightly move up with one action and then target you, Baldric, and again looking at your eyes as though like over the alert shouting, just like comes at you with flaming fists and kind of begins clawing / groping at you. Please make it stop. And it misses entirely on the first strike and then takes a second and misses this almost pathetic looking creature coming at you. Tannhauser, you're up.
Pairing it
All
with
right.
the club.
I am going to very simply move to here. Oh god. Move to here. Hello! I'm going to walk up to this Ashen Simulacrum. I'm not sure what utility, if any, these guys provide to the rest of them. So I'm going to be a little cautious.
You could certainly spend an action if you would like to recall knowledge about what's going on here.
I don't think so.
I am just giving you options.
No. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
The last spell I cast was Abjuration. Yes. I'm going to.
Yeah. Because you buffed.
Yeah, Bespell Weapon, which is a free action. And so I will be getting an extra 1d6 damage, dependent on what I did recently, which is force damage. Then I am going to hit Ilort, going to charge my blade, and I'm going to just hit him with a Gouging Claw, charge spell strike.
Sure. Give me that attack and Damasio, please.
Show your face in flesh, not smoke.
You easily crit him.
Excellent. I will do that, and then here comes a Gouging Claw. For a total of 31 damage, I believe.
Yeah, the Ashen Simulacrum disappears in the air.
Dreadful thing. Come on, then. Face me.
Well, the one that's immediately beside you decides to face you. As this happens, a couple of things go on. First of all, I need you to give me a reflex save. I'm going to post it in the chat there. You can click on that button.
You got it. Oh, shit, I can. That's incredible.
Yeah. Technology.
That's a 20.
So you're going to take half of this, so you're only going to take 2 points of fire damage as you are in the aura of this burning man who turns to you. You can't kill him, not like this. Kill me instead. And then,
except for, don't I have resistance 10?
You do, so that won't do any damage. And in fact, I can just restore that to you immediately. Then this man is going to try to claw you with his fist. Will hit you. Boop. We'll do 15 points. So you cast resist energy, right?
Yes, I did.
Did you put that in chat or?
I think I might have before combat started. Or did I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna,
I don't know. I don't exist.
No, I see it here. I just want to make sure. Okay.
I don't think I applied it to my character.
Yeah. 1 second. I was just seeing if there was an effect for it. I'm gonna see
if you can, because it'll automatically do the damage for us.
Yeah, I got this. 1 sec. I got it.
What you can do? Is
You're a fire, right? Fire 10, right?
Cool.
Yeah, fire 10. Yeah, I cast it at 4th level, and
Okay, cool.
Vina should also have it.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I got you, Farkle. So that will only do 5 points as he hits you, but it's also going to do some persistent damage to you, Tannhauser.
Okay.
So there you go. You get hit a bit, and then you catch on fire, but this bubble is protecting you. That was its first action. Its next action is to move to here. I believe you have. Sorry, not to there. To there. I believe you have an AOP.
I do indeed have an AOP.
Please take the AOP. I mean the reactive strike. My bad.
Yes, the reactive strike. Come on now.
Yeah, I know.
There's an opportunistic strike.
Correct.
That is
Easily hit. Please give me damage.
You got it. I will give you 6 points of damage. I think I add more because of my arcane cascade.
Yes.
No?
How much more?
Okay. While I'm in the stance, it increases to 2.
Okay. I can add 2 more to it. Cool.
Yeah, 2 more, and
Cool.
I could. No, I can only do it once per turn. So.
I got you. He moves up to there, and then when he moves up, this individual, so attacks with his fist, moves up, and then unleashes a blazing howl, which it centers on himself as he shouts. And I need Rehua, Baldric, Tannhauser, and Oran to give me will saves, please.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
dear.
Got it.
Wilbur. Not impressive.
So 28.
That's going to be
Or
a
27.
34.
Oran
17.
got a 28.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember something
Nobody
if you see
critical
him.
failed.
Yeah.
The damage here will be Rehua, you take nothing because your will is strong against these abominations. Tannhauser, you also take nothing. Oran, you will take half of this, and then Baldric, you will take the full amount of damage in 24 fire as this thing unleashes a scream, and as its mouth opens, flames begin to whip out, creating a conflagration around it temporarily, and that is that entity's go. Oran, you're up.
Do not stand so close to me.
Just do not
Stand
look
up
at me.
now.
Also, I'm stepping away for just 1 sec, but Oran, tell me what you're doing.
Oh yeah, no worries. Basically, I'm going to be casting Lightning Storm, and pretty much it's a range of 120 feet in the air with a 24-foot burst, and Oran will be casting this from a scroll and try to do this appropriately. I use as I'm trying to fill out the dead air, as I try to get this and do it right in front of Vina. I'll be like, and a bunch of lightning. Basically, on how this works, because Lightning Storm's a bit weird, it is 120 feet range, so I can just go over in an area, and it's a big old AoE. Everybody in it is gonna have to make a reflex save, or else they take like 4d12 electricity damage. Pretty much it's like a line from the ground up top in the big old burst, and I can sustain it. That means I can just, for a turn, I can just go stay there, and they just keeps on doing it, right? So that whole area is gonna be constantly just being electrified. So all 3 of those guys down the alleyway are going to need to make me a 27 reflex save. And
That's
in
a
addition,
success barely. That is a success barely. And this is a fail.
and I'll be rolling 4d12 electricity damage of that going. So that's 20 damage in total there.
They all take it. Yep.
And for that cost me good old 3 actions to do that. So Oran's now just going to start maintaining that end. I am outside currently, correct?
Yeah.
So because I'm outside, next time I sustain this, I can make another cloud somewhere else as long as I'm sustaining it. I can't do both of them to do attacks, but I get to choose either or.
Oh, which
that cloud to do it or another cloud to do it. So
Heck yeah.
Oran's now trying to do what AoE damage he can. So that's the end of Oran's turn.
For a cow. Well, I've got another one who's going to run up to Tannhauser here. From the south of the alley, coming up to you again. Tannhauser, you're now having all of these just conflagrated individuals rushing up to you, and you simply hear.
Margaret's going to move up. My bad.
Oh, yeah, please. You simply hear this. You need to stop him. He has to be stopped. And they begin slashing at you with their hands. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, you're going to take a little bit of damage here. Not much. And more persistent fire as they hit you. And they're going to try one more attempt to strike at you. Managed to hit with a decent roll there. Again, more bludgeoning damage coming in. Not a lot, though. Not great.
I like to imagine these guys as they're doing their damage and stuff. They're on fire, right?
Yeah.
What movie was it? It was an Adam Sandler movie. I don't know if it was Little Nicky or something else. Where the one priest guy, like, he's like, I'm burning now. He's like on flame. Like, I don't know if chat remembers which one did that. I don't know if it was Little Nicky or something else.
I think it's Little Nicky.
Yeah, I'm confident.
All right, that's it, Rehua. You're up.
Okay. Rehua is going to attack the very burning man in front of me with another anarchic barrage because we're trying to get rid of these as fast. I'm not sure if that picked up. I have no idea. Dropped my threshold.
Oh, no, you got it.
Cool. Let's go. 30 for the hit.
Which one are you targeting?
The one directly adjacent to him.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna hit. Absolutely.
Okay. Damage going out.
You got this, Mr. Rehua.
Almost minimal damage. 12 damage.
It's gonna take it. Staggers back a little bit.
And I'll go ahead.
No. I looked it up. It was Little Nicky.
Good.
I'm burning now.
Thank God we have that solved.
Now we can actually get on with the game. Thank God. All right. I will also attempt to strike him with the mossy pick.
Heck yeah.
With a map -5.
A little bit wide.
Miss.
Little bit wide.
Little wide. Okay.
Little wide.
Yeah, that was a 15 for podcast.
Yeah. All right. I got another one who's in here, and Rehua, you're about to get hit a bunch because this one doesn't like that you targeted him.
Oh damn.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I miss.
Chill,
I
bro.
miss.
Chill.
I miss. 3 swings, all missing. With a grand total for those of you who are listening to a 23, a 21, and a 15, all missing Rehua's amazing armor class. The next one coming up here is the one who is in the fire, or the electrical storm, I should say, who is not going to move and is going to attempt to strike at Vina. Missing with a -9, then swinging again. Missing with a -6, and then swinging a third time. A critical miss.
Hey, I'll
At a
repost that.
-12. Will you repost that?
I will repost that. Which one of it? It was this guy?
The one on the bottom, yeah.
Okay.
And then I
yeah.
also need you, sorry, at the beginning of your turn, technically speaking, and this will apply to you, Vina, and then to Baldric, Rehua, and Gorgamonger. If you can give me that reflex save I've gotten there, please.
Oh, right now?
As their heat aura begins to burn on you.
Uh-oh.
Reflex.
I don't know if I'll
Natural
be able to do
20.
reflex with your button there. But
31.
Fun. You're
33
fine, Rehua.
21.
I would have clicked your chat thing, but I can't do it with him.
Yeah, but all of you are actually good. In fact, incredibly good. The only one who's going to take any damage from this is going to be Baldric, who'll take half of this. All right.
Because he's conducting metal.
He is. All right, so Vina, now you may take your riposte against the one in the electrical storm.
My riposte. Yes, indeed. Hitching him. Okay. I do not have panache, unfortunately, so it's just a regular critical. But we'll take those.
Is kicking the
28
dude's
points of
ass
damage.
give you panache?
It
Kills him.
We take those.
Thank you. And he falls down.
You're welcome, buddy.
All right. Then I got another one who is going to rush up to the edge of the energy barrier and toss flame down at you, Vina. And misses. And that will be
That's
there.
just it. Really.
And then top of round 3, Baldric, you're up.
Baldric is going to use this opportunity to slip past his allies and move towards the back line.
Yeah.
Because I am not a combatant in melee. Get me out of here. And I'm going to then throw... What's the most sensible? Yeah, I think this makes sense. I may as well try to polish these guys off. I will target this fella directly in front of Gorgamonger, this burning man who is slightly cold. Pardon me. And I'm going to hit him with a bottled lightning. Because I don't want to blow all my frost vials on one thing.
Please do.
Draw and throw. Go. That'll hit. With
Yeah,
a
definitely.
1431.
Yeah.
And let's damage it. And the guy next to him.
Yes.
4, 12 plus 6, 18 damage total. And
Okay,
6
so he'll take the 12. You can tell this isn't as effective as your frost bombs were.
Yeah, I gathered that,
yeah.
however.
Yeah.
However,
Okay.
he is also now off guard because he got struck by the lightning. Doesn't he also take the splash directly?
It applies that to the main damage.
Okay,
That's
good.
what the +4 is there for.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure, because it said he took 12 rather than...
I don't think it has your intelligence modifier, so I'll just put that in there. There we go.
Weird.
Okay.
Doesn't apply that, probably because the feat isn't working right. Either way, that's one thing I'm going to do there, and then... what would be the most sensible thing to do now? I think what I'm going to do...
You could always quick alchemy.
I know, that's what I was going to do.
Do your safe alchemy like your unlimited ones of like a shitty cold, because
yeah,
then you're just proccing the weakness.
Problem is I don't have Frost Vial Lesser.
Gotcha.
That's my problem. Yeah, that's not unfortunately something I have in my repertoire. Crap. And I'm actually can't quick alchemy the smaller ones unless I had them prepped as the
fair
part of that. So I will take cover behind Gorgamonger. Does he count as an object?
Yeah, you could easily just move to here instead. So
yeah, good, fine by me, and that'll end
cool.
the turn.
Vina, you're up.
Okie dokie. I'm going to... Actually, killing that man this turn really helps my action economy. I'm going to move toward this guy up here, and I'm going to... or not move. I'm going to feint upon this man. Because I don't think tumbling through would exactly be a great idea here. So I'm going to kind of make for a strike, and then
you can okay, to clarify, you can tumble into his space and back to where you were.
But his space is on fire.
No, but like what I mean is because lightning strikes don't happen until Oran's turn, so you could go like this as one action and get panache.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a straight better modifier. Oh, I thought tumbling into fire.
No. Otherwise, your deception is fine, and that's still enough, so you don't have to do it anyways. So you're
fair enough.
Always remember, you can
right.
go forward and back.
and forward and back.
And then 1 foot forward.
And 1 foot back.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna get the panache. I'm going to very quickly just make this kind of feinting strike, move past him, do a backflip, and then I'm going to stab him. With a sword, that hits somehow.
That hits.
Very nice. Clicking the finisher box. Damage. That is 24 points of damage.
Takes 34 points of damage because of your cold damage on your weapon.
All right, and that panache will go away. And then I'm going to strike him one last time. At a -5.
It's
hits.
gonna hit.
Hit a Rooney.
We take those. 13 points of cold.
So another 23 damage because the cold procs the weakness.
Indeed.
All right, he's staggering back. Thank you. Kill me.
Working on it.
And then this guy goes. I need you to give me a save. I put it in chat. Then I'm going to get you to give me another save. So click on both of the saves in there, Vina.
Oh, yes.
And then I'm going to hit you with my third action.
Okay.
And miss. In fact, so bad you'll get a thing off of that. So if you want to take. But first of all, roll those basic reflex save off of intense heat, and then the reflex save off of, or will save off of blazing hell. Should be in chat there.
You're on fire.
I don't see the button.
Oh, does it not say like click basic will or basic?
Look at Blazing Hell. Look at the middle there,
Yeah.
and it says basic will.
Oh,
Yeah, if
okay.
you click that.
That's the
Yeah.
button.
And then if you scroll up to intense heat, it says basic reflex. So click both of those. Ooh,
Okay, that one was not good. Basic
And then
reflex.
that was the howl. And you're
damn.
absolutely good on that save.
one.
The reflex save, but the will save is far worse. So 1 sec. You'll take full damage from this. You will take this -10 because of your resistance from Tannhauser, so you take 14 fire damage, Vina. As some of it manages to get through the protective shielding that Tannhauser has given you, and that's that one's go. The next one goes.
Wait, critical miss on the fire.
Oh
fist.
yeah. Please take
him
your
back.
please.
Can't crit miss in my vicinity.
I
Not in
can.
Vina's house.
You can hit though and give me damage again. Yeah, I know. 2 Vina 20s. This is really the end game, chat. She's doing
I know.
good.
I've been trying not to acknowledge it. I'm not jinxing this.
It's already been done. You just did it.
She got
Right,
a hit and
like-
she's gonna kill that guy.
He's dead. All right.
Yeah,
Good.
just Vina dipping and weaving around these guys, comes up from under, stabs him through the chest, and just, all right, we're going to bed now.
I'm gonna step up to here and I'm gonna hit our good boy Rehua twice with flaming fists. I'm gonna hit you once. Ooh. I'm gonna set you on fire and take 17 points of damage as these flaming fists
that's not
start wailing into you, Rehua, and you see this thing looking at you going, the end. Tannhauser, you're up.
All right, seeing 2 fire people approaching our nature boys, I've decided that only I can prevent forest fires.
Good.
So I'm going to target the one that goes after me real quick, and I'm going to cast Force Fang.
Ooh, nice.
And I'll just do 11 damage.
Ooh, which one was it?
The one that's closest to me, directly north.
Okay, got it. Or north?
Right.
Or south?
yeah.
The one that's, okay.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. So you said
Yeah, I'm
you said
trying to-
north, and then they were south of you. So okay.
I am
got it.
so sorry. I thought
Cardinal directions are hard for Speaker D. Everyone respect.
he's
Okay.
up. He's up from me. I thought that was north.
Keep going.
It gets confusing, especially now that we can fly. So up is up and north
That
is
is
north.
true. Yeah. You know what? We don't even believe in science anymore. We've just given up. Is he still up?
Oh, he's up. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the best I can do. I will now abandon my obligation to prevent forest fires. I'm going to Bespell Weapon for some more juicy force damage. Ooh. And I'm going to pack a let's pack a gouging claw into this.
Do it up, do it up.
Alrighty then.
Ooh.
All right,
that's gonna hit. Yep.
I'm gonna roll my damage, which should be that +2. So that's a nice 6 off the bat. Actually, that +2 +2 because of Arcane Cascade and Bespell Weapon.
Cool. Got it.
And now Gouging Claw time.
Yes.
For 20.
Another 20. Nice.
Got it. With Tannhauser being done, that's the turn.
Okay. Rehua. Oh, and sorry. Yeah, Tannhauser. Click on that recovery check. You'll take no damage from this because of your resist, but it's gone. Yay! Cool. The fire burns out on you. All right. Over here, Gorgamonger and Rehua. I require a save. I require a reflex save. I'll put it in chat.
Let's see if this works with his. Make sure it's right.
It's a total of
it's fine.
25.
You both succeed, but not critically succeed. So you'll take half of this as flames continue to burn on you. And then the one to the south, seeing how this is going to smash into Gorgamonger twice.
No!
Miss. Hits once. Ooh, does a good amount of damage. And then is gonna walk back to here. Oran, you're up. As he pulls back into the alley, coming back to support his allies on Vina.
There's so many fucking dudes.
He's going to sustain for one action the lightning storm. And that will cause me to be able to have another one. And I gotta scroll all the way up to get the right little AoE thing.
My God.
Because I was dumb and I didn't pop it out like I should have. I'm gonna do that now. Now, I've been debating a lot because I couldn't really think of my turn all too often because I didn't know where everyone would go. Because if everyone hid behind Gorgamonger and Rehua, I would be like, all right, here's another one. And then
I can just copy the template if you want to place it.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
So I have to like figure out like a good bit of movement for this because it's like me or dearest Vina. Do you trust Oran?
Always. I'd trust you with my life, little guy.
My favorite thing, the roguelike character. Can I call the artillery strike on you?
Yeah.
Excellent. You should.
Can I do that? Or yeah, Vina, can you dodge lightning?
Best I can.
Okay.
Bring it in, bud.
Another cloud and lightning begins to dance around you, Vina, as another lightning storm comes down.
How you don't ask Tannhauser in this?
I mean, he's not in the blast actually because of how the burst is. The wall is protecting him.
The
from
wall
it.
protects him. That's right.
Yeah. So in that corner,
Smart.
he doesn't get affected.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I look at the lightning gathering
But
above me.
Gorgamonger is okay. Cool.
It's striking everything around me directly down at me, and then just before it hits, it does a complete right angle and hits the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
really
also
it's really weird with the AoE thing because it's not going exactly how it should.
What do you mean? That's where it should be.
No, it's supposed to fucking. I had
Are
it
you
measured. There's a
like?
weird finicky area that I had where it hits all the guys.
Yeah.
You want to do this?
I got it.
That's
we
the
go.
one you want to do. That's
Yeah.
the one you want to
I
do.
kept trying to place it correctly. And I was like,
Yeah, I got you.
All
You
right.
want to do it there?
It's like because I also wanted the square that's down right in front of Gorgamonger because I know it's gonna fucking happen. But the
I
issue,
can't quite. Yeah, I don't think you can get it there. And well, no, you can't get it there and hit him.
Yeah, regardless.
Unless you do something like that.
No, that also hits Rehua.
Yeah.
There is a way for it, but stop fucking with it. No.
I'm fucking with it. Okay,
Stop.
fine.
I hate it.
No.
It's finicky as fuck.
Moving it. I'm trying my best.
That hits everyone else. That's not
Good.
what I'm trying to do.
Please attack me directly with your spell.
Fuck, stop.
I'm just moving it just to fuck with it.
This is me being serious as fuck. Keep doing it, I'm gonna get mad. Because it's so frustrating.
How templates play.
All right. So he places that so he hits all the enemies and unfortunately Vina.
Thoughts and prayers, everyone.
So they all need to make me a 27 reflex save.
Easy.
Easy peasy. I'll start with the top guy. Not easy. Not easy at all. I'll start with the one by V. Critically fails. I'll start with the one by Vina. Oh, she critically succeeds. I'll succeed the second one and the one that's closest to the party. I don't know if that'll critically succeed.
It's
I
a
think that's just a
27
success.
reflex save.
Okay, so yeah, I'll get 2 successes and a crit fail. Roll damage. I'll apply it.
All right, roll the damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, my dice on is 24 points of Damaruni.
Okay, they are pretty messed up by that. They're still up.
All right, so that was one action to sustain. Then he's going to spend his second action to pretty much electric arc the one right in front of Rehua and a little bit further down the other one as well, right by Vina.
Okay.
Yeah, I apologize. I got a billion windows open. Spellcasters, yippee! Electric arc. Bzz. They also need to roll the DC 27 reflex save.
Sorry, what are you doing here? Oh, yeah.
So one in front of Rehua
okay.
and the one on top of Vina there.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Boop. Boop. I'll succeed with the one closest and succeed with the one furthest, but they'll take half damage.
Yeah, that's 5d4 plus 4. It's a 12, so 6.
And before anyone says in the comments, I'm a-okay with letting Oran overlap them, even though technically by the rules you can't. That's okay.
Oh.
It's called being a GM. You're allowed to bend it.
Exactly.
The best GMs do it.
It's a non-overlapping.
I got you. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. I'm going to go with this one here. By you, Tannhauser. Tannhauser, give me a save, please. I put it in chat. Basic reflex save.
Okay, basic reflex. Let's rock.
Yeah. You take no
success.
damage from this, and I'm going to hit you.
Oh!
I'm going to crit you.
Damn.
As the fists come around you, and you take 32 points of damage as it begins crushing, like grappling your neck and constricting. Die, one of us must die. And that's all it does. Rehua, you're up.
To play it fair, I'll just release the other lightning storm.
That's okay.
I'll play correctly.
You're fine.
We are on that resource saving grind set, so I'm gonna hit him with another anarchic barrage and hit him with a roiling torrent of please go away. I need to kill the other guy.
Okay.
Oh,
okay. Believe.
I do apologize.
Yeah.
Gorgomonger didn't get do his action, so
Rehua,
as you were hitting that guy in front of you, I assume. Oh, we could combine attacks, and Gorgomonger fights with you as he tries to bite into him.
Oh, we're doing a full heat burst.
Gorgomonger bites.
Ooh,
hits
nice.
With a 32.
Attacking with a 31.
Nice. Both of you give me damage.
Gorgomonger bites.
Let's kill this guy, Gorgomonger.
And he bites for 15 points of damage.
All right, let me apply some damage here. He dies. As the Gorgomonger Rehua tag team combo comes down, they get the WWF belt, best tag team champions.
Jack Bester.
Gorgomonger high fives Rehua.
Rehua high fives Gorgamonger.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's 2 actions. You got 1 action left. You can. I
went into this thinking that I went into this thinking that I'm gonna have to hit him again. So let me quickly move up.
Shit, I didn't think I'd get this far. Yeah. Also, be careful. That is in the lightning storm.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, because if I call
what if I just leave?
Yeah, you're safe.
It's true. That's out. Yep.
If you have additional movement, how much movement do you have?
I get 25 feet of movement.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah.
All right, I'll end my turn.
Okay. As you rush past amongst the lightning storm, another ashen simulacrum of Mr. Alort appears. Rehua, click on that roll recovery because you're also still on fire as you take 9 points of fire damage. As the flaming tree runs through the lightning storm, still on fire.
You can't keep carrying on with the flames.
And there's this disdainful look as you rush by. Why can't you just stop this? You don't even understand what you're doing. And that is the Ashen Simulacrum. As that happens, one of the combusted begins to make its way towards Lightning Storm. But as it does so, it stops at the edge and then falls apart, destroyed as it crumbles into ash on the ground. And then the one over by Vina goes rushing over here, Vina, to try to attack you and add to the fur of attacks on you. That'll be a miss, and then
you're targeting Gorgamonger.
A critical miss. Oh shoot, sorry. Oh. I have Vina targeted, but I had both of them, so it prioritized. Gorgamonger's AC is far worse. So, Vina, you still have a crit miss. You can react to that.
Nice. This guy? Or was
the one to the south here. This one.
Oh, this one. All right. Yeah, I'll whack him.
Sure.
Vina, react. We need those views.
True.
Vina, react views.
React.
You will hit.
Why Vina reaction?
Vina reacts to critical miss.
Dude up.
15 damage.
You slay that one as you stab, and the ice causes it to freeze and shatter in the electrical storm around you.
Half my kills have been from reactions.
Good ability. Isn't it nice when you get to fight things that are maybe not as ridiculous and not hitting you every attack? Baldric, you're up.
Baldric, in the name of conserving resources, is going... I don't even know what would be sensible here. What is my next objective thing? Like, make a lesser...
There's only 2 of them left, so...
I'm trying to think what would be the most cost-efficient, because throwing an acid flask lesser would be pointless. Throwing an Alchemist fire seems even less sensible. You know what? I'm gonna... On the off chance that there's some kind of negativity to it, I'm going to quick alchemy together for free a necrotic bomb lesser, and I'm going to throw it at the one next to Vina.
Heck yeah, do it up.
Draw and throw. That's a critical hit.
Give me damage.
That will be an 18 on the die, but it helps that he was off guard because of the funny lightning.
Yep.
Oh, did I roll the... I did roll crit, didn't I?
Yeah, but there's an extra +4 damage here, so...
it didn't do the ×2 thing on your roll.
It didn't. So I'll do double, but then I also have to add another 8 to it because of the Baldric intelligence bonus, so... Which...
Is it calculated splash?
Oh, ignore that. Sorry.
No
ignore
damage.
that. No, it should not take no damage. I know why. One sec.
Baldric, fuck that guy up. Beat a bada boom.
Grenade.
Can't believe
your
you
necrotic
Halo 2'd
bomb
that
destroys that guy.
I love throwing the Covenant's sticky plasma bomb at enemies.
As the tartar sauce devours.
Oh,
What? It's where we decided it came from.
No.
Vina, you're up.
Okie dokie. All right. Mostly just got alert number what, like 4 at this point.
And then there's one to the south of Tannhauser.
You got that one, Tanny?
Yes, I've got it. Take care of your lot.
Gotcha. All right, and I'm going.
Wow.
I'm gonna tumble through.
Yep.
Did a lord just go wah?
No, he's gonna wow. Just sounded like wah.
Wow, these blades for them, won't they let me burn everything to the ground?
Panache. You got them there panache.
I got the panache. Oh, I got 2.
Oh, I see, you panache
That's right.
up in
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna stab this alert from behind and just try to dispel him once more.
Damn you blue-blurry blender!
God damn!
You're gonna crit.
I'll crit. Okay.
Hey, chat, before everyone gets so excited, the Ashen Lord is a creature level 3, so just like temper your expectations here.
That's
Curb your
77 points of damage.
You destroy the Ashen Simulacrum, who's just like, did you really?
I just cut
It's
some off.
not about doing maximum damage to whoever needs it. It's about sending a message.
I can't believe your
Tannhauser.
Discord disconnected the this problem.
I have had it up to here with you.
Please, kill me.
That's our
Don't
new.
worry,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I will.
I am going to let's see. What's a good one? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking True Strike. I shouldn't have used a second level for it. A True Strike at first level, just pretend. And I am going to Spell Strike. Sorry, Dispel Weapon, Spell Strike, Gouging Claw.
He's doing his combo. He's doing his combo.
This combo.
Yeah.
I get to roll again. See if it's crit.
Oh,
It is.
Nice.
So I'm gonna roll my crit here. That +4, so 20 damage before the magic.
20 damage before the magic. Okay.
That's right.
I got it.
And then this critted.
Doubled.
So doubled.
You destroy the last of them. And with that, the last of the tormented combusted collapse. And each of them goes into ash in the winds. And all you hear is the like little tutting voice of Mr. Alert. And then
This town's finished.
wow. God damn you.
I mean, someone had to remind us all that it's a.
but we don't have the
Yeah,
finish
I
in the
got you.
game.
This town's finished. This town's finished.
Yeah, whenever
Something has to go,
every time
Tyne.
one of those children with the blades died, actually, the second before they fell down, they said, "This town's finished."
Away. Away.
Why?
Everyone done.
You are not wanted it.
All right, sorry.
You're good.
Where do you think that foppish dandy went?
The pillar rises up ominously close in the distance.
Oran points to the fiery pillar in the distance. Maybe he's that way.
Thank you, Oran.
I think the environmental ambiance does the storytelling for us, Tannhauser.
No, that can't be it. Let's search the.
That's too obvious.
Oh, shut up and get moving.
Maybe he's
Tannhauser,
underground.
already
look
running
under
towards the
every
pillar.
single burning support beam in the city. Surely you will find Mr. Alort under one of those. It's a fetch quest. Go fetch him.
All right.
Before we
Baldric is
go-
already running towards the pillar. He
No,
is not.
let's. We're gonna do the vision. We gotta do it.
You might want to heal yourself, Mr. Tannhauser.
Yes. That did take more out of me than I expected.
Your health bar above your head looks a little low.
I'll.
Hey, is anyone going to check down the alleyway real quick?
Not yet.
Okay.
One of you do it. I'm too busy being Baldric. Just to say not here.
Why don't you
wait.
hold on, floating voice in our heads?
Doesn't the Aeon Stone heal me for 1 point of damage every minute?
Yeah, but we have to rely on if we're gonna get those minutes.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we're gonna take an hour to get to the flame.
Yeah, I would just chug a potion. Oran hands you.
I have potions to spare. I'll take one of my shit potions, and then the
Yeah.
rest should probably heal up by the time we get to the evil.
Yeah,
village.
just use your shit potions to make sure nothing else is gonna get us.
Yep.
Nothing quite like a shit potion
So-
to restore your health.
So at the beginning of the fight, I was like, "Oh man, I wish I had a wall spell." And then I remembered I've had this wall of fire scroll for such a long time, and I really wanted to be like, "Don't worry, guys, I can block them." Whoosh. Like, see, they're never gonna get, and they just walk through. And he's like,
Yes,
"Damn
it
it."
would have 100%. 100% it would have been best.
But Oran will heal Gorgomonger with his heal animal focus spell. Wah, 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 wah. For 59, Jesus. All right. Just again, I'm popped up a little bit. Down a focus point.
Little toppity.
He'll sniff a leaf to get his focus spell back on the way. Yeah, we just want to make sure everyone gets healed and stuff. And Tannhauser, you healed too.
I do heal 10.
Oran will quickly. Oh God.
So all this stuff you're doing,
Yes.
I just wanna, gonna just let you know, you're buffing up, but you do eventually, I'm assuming, kind of peek down the alley to see what's around the immediate corner.
Or just kind of goes, "Fine, floating voice," and he goes down the alleyway. Check.
Tannhauser, as you come down, you can see that far to the east, through a larger streetway, out almost seemingly like defiance of the smoldering flames of the city and the ash in the air, is a fountain that gushes with vibrant water.
Hold a moment. A city in flames and a gushing fountain of water. It seems our favorite auntie might have her eyes on us.
So that's why he's mad.
I will approach the fountain.
Come on, Mr. Baldric.
All right, but we can't stay here long.
We're
And I'll
moving.
take a look into the water.
Okay. As you get close, you feel that it feels right. And as you look at it, you have this compulsion to put your hand on the water.
Oran drinks from it.
Absolutely. Oran, you regain all of your hit points and can restore all of your spell slots.
Oh.
I see.
But it won't restore the scroll I used.
It's true.
I'll put my hand in the water.
Same thing happens to you.
Oh, cool. Am I not on fire anymore? Also.
Yeah. We can skip
It's
over
only
the.
now
Yeah.
that I am.
Look, with 2d6.
we're burning, aren't we?
That's just yeah.
Come on,
Okay.
Mr. Baldric. Put your hand in the spooky water.
Baldric is actually eyeing the water a little bit curiously, and I don't have a point for this, but Thurston,
Yes.
just because I feel as though it is narratively appropriate,
Yes.
Baldric's going to eye the fountain for a moment, and he's going to remember something that he took in one of the first times he was in the Undercity of Outset. And he is going to take the single remaining bottle of pure water that he has, and he's going to return it to the fountain.
Okay.
And he'll just accept that, and if you choose to do something with that, that's up to
Baldric.
you, but he's doing that.
You heal, you regain all allocation of your bombs, and you now have a lesser, minor, and moderate frost bomb in your repertoire that you know of bombs.
Perfect. I understand how to make cold.
Mm-hmm.
Rehua is going to preemptively cast Vital Beacon because he forgot to do it going to the last encounter, and then he's also going to take a draught of the water that is not on fire.
And Rehua,
Goodbye,
You
bottle.
feel strange, but it does heal you and restore all of you. Like it's like this is a drink I don't necessarily like on a basic level, but it's still a good drink for me.
Whatever it takes to put out the fire.
And as you all sup from this fountain, Vina, are you going to imbibe of the waters?
I'll take a drinky.
Restore all your hit points. So all of you are back up to full. You can restore all your hit points.
Oh wow, and my spell slots.
Yeah, and your spell slots, Vina. Oh my god. As you do all of this and finish up, the flames to the east begin to subside slightly, leaving a path directly towards the pillar that rises up from what must be the center of town.
All right. Everyone ready?
Oran nods.
Let's get to it.
Burgermonger gives a thumbs up.
Okay. You all begin to walk down the flaming path. The fire's here still smoldering in some sections, nothing to damage you, but the ashes floating in the air towards this august pillar that dominates the skyline, becoming ever larger as you approach it. As you do approach, some things happen. The first few steps, we cut to Sir Victrix, clutching the object at their side and entering into a familiar grotto. We cut to the airship belonging to Vina, entering the heart of the storm. Vina's first mate still clutching the object at their side. And to the tent with Dita Neeson and Bjarna far under the earth. And the earth begins to rumble. Then you find yourselves, all of you, in a vast space. Must have been like an open ground in the city, with a pillar of flame jutting from the ground. And silhouetted against the incandescent, brilliant, almost white-hot light of the pillar as it touches the stonework here, is a short individual in a distinct attire, a top hat, a cane. Mr. Elort looks up at all of you from a distance, his voice somehow resounding over the crackling of flame. I give you one last chance to depart and go home.
Nah.
Those who give last chances are scared.
You've reached the end of every possible avenue. What lies before you is ruin.
You do not understand the position you have found yourselves in, little destined ones. You should go home. This is my time.
We should trust you then, like your gang trusted you before you set them up in flame and they baked us for death.
They fed what was necessary to stop the depredations of your city, of the city we built.
I don't care if you built the city. I don't care how old you claim to be or how old your great power is. You're in the way of progress. And your crimes must be punished.
My crimes. My crimes. That is rich. Now look at you, small children playing in the mud. I am going to save you all from the malignance that will threaten you if this depravity in your city is allowed to continue. leave.
Oran takes a step forward.
Yeah.
Sorry, friend. No can do. I'll give you one last chance to apologize for all the fucking with us you've done. Maybe, just maybe, I promise we'll make it quick.
Do you know who I am, child?
From where I'm standing, you're the one looking small to me.
He drops the cane and his arms kind of just go wide. Do you understand who I am? He takes a step forward.
Whoever you are, you're about to be past tense.
I take a step forward.
He was wrong to imbue you.
He?
I am going to burn you.
Rehua will take a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
From fire you were born, and in fire you will meet your end.
There is a laugh to that, something that somehow echoes through this plaza as though rebounding off the pillar, almost as though the pillar reacts, and you hear the voice of this diminutive figure silhouetted by the pillar, Rehua. Born of fire! Oh, you don't understand. You don't understand at all. I'm not born of fire, child of anarchy. No, I am fire. I am Uncle Braze. And with that, his skin begins to slough off as the avatar of a god of fire manifests on the world of Tyne. And then, so I think we'll call today's episode.
Oh, so that's why you didn't let me take over the street gang. It was being run by God.
You can't compete with God, Speaker.
Yeah,
Correct,
can you
I'm
get
sorry,
more successes
Speaker.
than God?
Well, that's fine. Now I know.
So thank you all so very much for watching, chat. I hope you enjoyed this absolutely lovely episode of Rotgrind. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'd like to reintroduce the amazing players and where you can find them, starting off with Odoroshi.
Hi, hello, it's me, I'm Odo. I was playing Vina the Swashbuckler on a surprisingly good rolling session. Let's keep that up for next time, please. I'm manifesting that in.
Used all our good rolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can find me on Twitter at Odoroshirider. You can find me on Tumblr if you dare. You can find me in the Discord. And yeah, great session today, everyone. Shit's getting spicy.
And of course, next up, now done with his weeklies, it's HulkyKrow.
Gee, thank you for reminding chat of that, Zoran.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm HulkyKrow. I'm a stupid little man, also known as a voice actor and streamer. You can find me at X, Twitter, rip the Twitter domain, at HulkyKrow, on Twitch by the same username. Well, pretty much everywhere you can find me. It's by that.
And of course, we have our ever lovely Earndil.
I'm Earndil. You can meet me at Twitter at @Earndilio and on here on Discord if you so choose, and Tumblr and nowhere else. Don't bother.
And then, of course, we have our ever revolutionary Speaker D.
Hi, I'm Speaker D. You can find me on Twitter at super snake kick. You can find me on Alphabuse's channel, where me and Earndil write and voice act in various very silly videos in the World of Darkness and Warhammer setting, as I'm sure you all already know. And I am always with you.
Of course, we have our illustrious game master, Thurston Hillman.
Hi, everybody. If you thought this episode was crazy, just wait till the next one. But that won't be in 2 weeks, because we will not have an episode on the 1st, because I have a thing I got to be at. So we will have an episode. I think our next episode is on the like 15th or something. Anyways, we will be back. But
we have a Google Calendar schedule.
We have a calendar for that. But just so you know, it won't be in 2 weeks, because I gotta leave you waiting. But it's gonna be good, because if you thought today was crazy, wait. We
have a schedule section
thank
on
you
the
all.
Discord for that.
Yeah. Otherwise, I had a blast. I hope you all appreciate that I do very, very long-term storytelling, and I like payoffs, and we're getting a payoff. So
It's a good
love y'all.
payoff.
Hell yeah.
And I have been your host for the evening. I am ZoranTheBear. You can find everything at ZoranTheBear.com. Love you all so very much. Hope you all had an absolutely lovely time today. Remember, if you want to help support these shows to keep them alive, it's patreon.com/narrative declaration. We have our own Patreon only campaign now over there if you want to go check that out. And thank you all so much for your support. You also get the VODs, things like that, a whole bunch of other exclusive stuff on Patreon, and the PDFs. If you want the map and stuff, you get that there. So thank you all so very much for watching. We love you all, and we'll see you next time. So long and farewell. Goodbye.
Goodbye.